Hey everybody, I'm out here to commune with God today, to just feel the goodness of the day. Lord, you have been working on me, and I have been sitting in that workshop, just letting you work on me this time. I see that sign over my door, be still and know that I am God. And every time I question that, every time I get moving and think, this is it, this is the one, I'm going to go do this, you sit me back down and you say, be still, I am God. Today, I am finally able to stand and walk somewhat because about a month ago, a little over a month ago now, I was heading out of my house. I had been putting in time at the gym, and I thought, I'm coming back home. I'm coming back to me. I'm going to lose this weight for once and for all. I'm going to get myself going because I knew motion is what I needed, right? And I stepped off the last step, 4 steps to get down to the ground, and I twisted my ankle. And I twisted it so bad it snapped. It sent me to the ground, where I laid in a puddle, miserable, crying, screaming because it hurt so bad. And my husband tries his best to get me turned around and sat on at least a step again till we can figure out, can you make it to the car to take you to the emergency room, or what's going to happen? And I didn't care at that point. I was in so much pain. It was like, Jesus, take the wheel moment, you know? And he did. He took the wheel for me. Jim called the ambulance, which came and got me, and I got taken to the hospital, and I had x-rays done, and the whole way there, I'm talking to these wonderful paramedic guys, and my heart goes out to you paramedics because you never know what you're going to show up to, and that's incredible gifts that you all have. And I'm talking to this gentleman, and he's just going through and keeping things light. He sees me in pain. He sees me crying. They help me get me out of the dirt, the mud where I was sitting, and put me on a stretcher to get me on the ambulance. And that 20-minute ride, it felt like 20 minutes, but that ride to the emergency room, I kept praying in the back of my mind, Lord, don't let this be broke. Please heal me, Lord. Don't let this be something that's going to take me down where I have to literally sit for months to heal. And I got to the emergency room, and I was in excruciating pain, but they had given me some medication, and I thought, okay, I can deal with this. Just sit calm, don't move. They took the first set of x-rays, and the x-rays came back that nothing was broken. Now, we couldn't determine if anything was torn, but my first prayer was answered, Lord. My first prayer of, please, don't let anything be broken, was answered right there on the spot. God, thank you for that. And I got a little boot put on me, and they gave me a brace for my wrist because that hurt too, and they sent me home with, of course, some more pain meds. And it was a rough night. It was a rough few days because the next thing I had to do was follow up with a foot doctor. And I did. And I met a foot doctor, and the last name of the doctor was Carlock, which is kind of funny because, again, my car's locked. I can't go anywhere. I'm stuck. And I go into the foot doctor's office, and I'm hobbling in because I had bought a little cane to get around with, and they brought a wheelchair. They took more x-rays. They looked at my foot, and again, they confirmed nothing was broken that they could see. So, God, thank you again for telling me it's not broke, Brooke. Just stay the course. And I was hurting, and I was pained, and I was in that boot. I was sleeping in a boot. I was sleeping on the couch in a boot because it hurt so bad. Next thing I know, things are getting a little bit better. And I'm still sitting on my couch. What am I sitting and facing? The door that says, be still and know that I am God. And I sat there and I thought, why this? Why now? I had so many things going on, and I didn't have time to sit still and know that he was God. I know he's God, right? I didn't have to sit still for that. But I sat still. And I reflected. I worked on things behind my scenes in my business, in my photography, in my psychology. I started working on me. I really had to sit, and I really had to start back to my ground zero, to my lake bed of life. And right now I'm standing here. Here I am standing, and here's what I see. I am standing here in this lake bed that gets drained each and every year in the fall. What you're seeing is water that normally isn't here this time of year. It's coming up. We got 8 feet that it drains down to. So I should technically be in the water right now. So it's coming back. And I am being still, and I am looking at all of this glorious scene that our masterful Creator has put before me on my own 2 feet. All because I took something for granted for a moment. Motion. But with motion also comes direction. And I didn't have direction. I had a lot of motion going on, and I had some ideas. And I've been praying, and I've been sitting still, and I've been asking God for direction. What am I supposed to do, Lord? Where am I supposed to go? I still don't know, but I'm sitting in this moment, and I feel the momentum building. There are snowflakes falling this morning, so gentle, around me. There are birds moving. There's a scene. I'm a photographer, guys. I'm out with my camera, ready to capture this scene and this moment and this energy. All because I was sat down and I'm appreciating what I have right now. If you have followed all the way to this, let me tell you what. You always have a choice. You always have guidance by the Lord above. You can choose where that takes you, or you can choose to be stubborn and you can not move, or you can move right past it and not take that nudge that God sends you to say, hey, why don't you go take some pictures today? I think it'll help you. Maybe I should. Maybe everything that you're worried about right now really doesn't matter in the greater scheme of everything going on out there. Maybe it just doesn't matter, guys, because in the end, you come and you go. And there are lessons along the way. The lessons that you get to experience sometimes. The hurt, the happiness, the exuberance of life. So don't tell yourself it'll happen when. Just make it happen now. Talk to you soon. Bye.